Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about a topic that I know many people out there struggle with, and that is people pleasing. Are you a people pleaser? Have you been going through your life overly concerned and worried about what other people think about you? So much to the point where you are amongst your friends and you are constantly, almost automatically holding yourself back, holding your true feelings and thoughts back for fear that you might outshine someone, for fear that the other person might not resonate with what you're saying. For a long time, I suffered with people pleasing. When I was a child, I was very authentic and I always spoke my truth, no matter if that offended someone else. And I would always stand up for justice, righteousness. And society, as we grow up, teaches us that we must fall in line, fall in our place. Don't speak up. Don't raise your voice against me. Don't do this. Don't do that. And so we can grow up and we end up closing that part of ourselves down, which is God in us, speaking through us, for fear of what other people think about us, fear of saying the wrong thing, fear of upsetting someone else. Jesus died for us to have complete freedom, and that includes freedom from people pleasing. Of course, we can experience this true freedom. I believe Jesus died for us to experience complete freedom from the fear of man. Some of the ways that we can overcome and address people pleasing is to really be aware of ourselves in each and every moment, in every situation that we're in, when we're at our jobs, when we go out and about throughout our days. You may hear that small voice prompting you to speak something as you're walking past a stranger, but you may have that tendency to hold it down and just push it to the side. That is actually God speaking to us. And I don't know about you guys, but for a very long time, I would always shut that voice down because that's how I was trained and raised by my father. Because every time I would speak out, I would get punished. I would get threatened. I would receive intimidation just for enforcing my boundaries and speaking my truth. God does not want us to be slaves. He does not want us to be fitting in amongst other people. He wants us to be world changers. He wants us to shine our lights, no matter if that outshines someone else. There are a lot of jealous people out there, insecure people. There are even many insecure leaders. And I believe it does damage when we see these leaders speaking up there and speaking over the people what is not the truth. Another way that we can learn to overcome people pleasing is really, truly believing what God says about us, what He says about our identities. Not what society has told us, not what our parents have conditioned us to believe, but who you really were as a child. If you have ever encountered the experience of truly being free and expressing the fullness of yourself, that is who God has created us to be. He has created us to be big and not small. He has created us to be a voice out there, to speak out when we see wrongdoings, to speak out when we hear wrong doctrines being preached to people. He wants us to be using our voices. He doesn't want us to be closed down in fear of what other people think about us. Another way to overcome this is we must first completely and truly accept ourselves and be willing to face ourselves, to face those demons. Not all demons are actual demons from the outside, but we also have inner demons, the lies and the conditioning that we were led to believe as we were growing up and being trained by our parents, being trained by what society tells us what we should be. Even religion, there's even bondage in religion, has the ability to put muzzles over people's voices. And there's kind of an unwritten rule in religious churches that you don't feel 100% comfortable to share what you truly feel, what you truly think, what God is leading you to say. So I want to encourage someone out there, if you have been struggling with people pleasing all your life, God does not want you to live that way. We were not meant to be followers. We are meant to be leaders. We are meant to use our full potential. We are meant to use our voices out there to affect change in this world. Don't hold your voice back. Don't hold your personality back. Who you are is exactly who you should be. God has made us all unique. What you have to say is valuable, and it may just be exactly what another person needed to hear. And the way that you said it was the only way that they were able to hear and receive that, because you offer something valuable. You offer something to help another person. Don't continue your life as a people pleaser. Yes, it may be scary to do the work. Yes, it's going to be difficult and confronting. But the rewards of actually facing those fears and getting through that are so much better on the other side. And you'll be able to feel like your true, authentic self that God has made you to be, without fearing and worrying about what other people think about you. I hope this has helped someone out there today